a little early, so that's all right. We'll deal. No biggie. Pressed the wrong button. It's all good though. Oh, I wonder where all my lip glosses are. They're in here. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. Alright, I know I told you guys 4 p.m. I'm on just like a little bit earlier, but that is my fault. Sometimes I come on early, sometimes I come on late. Just depends. And we'll wait for, it's not even 5. It's not even 4. So I'm on like 5 minutes early, I think. We'll find out. I'm tired. I don't know why. Look at you guys. I was wondering where all my lip glosses are. And look. Look at all these. They're all in here. I was like wondering where everything went. Alright, I got my scissors. I think I'm ready. Let's see. These are really good, by the way. 0 sugar. This is cherry limeade. Hi, Rad GMA. How are you? I'm on early. Hi, Kayla. I know. I came on early. Like, surprise, right? Crystal's on early. Usually I'm running late. But not today. I am on early. So, we'll just have to wait for people to come, you guys, because I don't know. What time is it right now on the West Coast? Because I put 4 for the West Coast. Hot. And we had, earthquake. Really? I was wondering why someone asked me if I felt the earthquake. And I was like, earthquake? So you feel the smoke canister? Yes. Oh my gosh. It was so funny because I was asked about that and I was like, I really didn't know what the small canister looked like. And then I found like hit the absolute jackpot. I'm jealous of that blanket. I got these at Gabe's like over a month ago. I picked up 2 different ones and 2 different, what you'll call it, 2 different styles. And so I decided to bust one out. Right now it's actually pretty cold. It's like 70 degrees out here. No way! Happy early birthday, Kayla. You should have told us. Oh my gosh. You know what? Scratch what I was gonna bake on Sunday. We will bake Kayla a cake. Yeah, that is what we'll do. We will bake Kayla a cake. We'll do that. Definitely we will be doing that. Hi Susan. Gabe's Halloween. I'm actually gonna shoot Gabe's Halloween again because they added more stuff. So we're gonna do Gabe's Halloween again, and they've added more of their fall stuff as well. So we'll do that. We're gonna bake Kayla a cake for Crystal's crazy cooking show on Sunday. I was gonna bake something else, but we'll bake her a cake. And we'll sing okay, I suck at singing, but we'll like all do it somehow in the, together. We'll do it somehow. Caroline, Kayla's birthday is tomorrow, so Um, somehow on Sunday I'm gonna make a birthday cake. I'm not gonna try and get fancy and do like a double layer. I'll just do something simple. But we'll bake her like a birthday cake, and then we'll sing virtual happy birthday to Kayla somehow, some way. Um, or maybe Caroline can go with me live on Sunday too, because she has her and Mr. Perry have nice voices. I don't. Like the cats start, hissing when I sing. But yeah, we'll have to we'll bake Kayla a cake. That's what we'll do. So super excited. That is awesome. And I hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow, Kayla, Miss Young Thing. Are you turning 28 or 26? I forget. Are you 26 or 27? I forget. I know you're young. I know you are young. I know you're a youngster. You know? 28. See, I knew you were. Yeah. She is like the baby of the chat. And she's also one of my amazing mods. So, I know, to be 28, I know. Oh my gosh, to be 28 again. Girl, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Hi, Loopy. How are you? Yes, I know. We're all sighing. I know. We're like, seriously, Kayla's only 27. And she's been with us forever. She's an OG mod. Um, or Girl, you are 28. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Funny funny story when I was 27, I was going to turn 28. Like I got so mad at my mom because she was telling people that I was going to turn 28 and I was so embarrassed. And now I'm like if I was 28 again, I'd be screaming it from the rooftops, you know? Um oh, thank you. Thank you, Carter. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I would be screaming it from the rooftops. I'm 28. I'm 28. But I remember getting mad at my mom and being like, "Stop it, mom. Like stop telling people." So yeah, that's also thank you to Carter. That was very very sweet. Um, so it's just kind of funny. All right, is it now 4 o'clock on the West Coast? Because I know I started early. I pressed the wrong button and I ended up going live. Um, so I'm not sure what time it is. It's 4:03. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So we're gonna give people 5 minutes, of course, to come in because they're expecting me to come in at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and I started early, so we'll start the 5 minutes. It's already 3 minutes in, so we'll give them another couple minutes and so forth. Usually, I do I come on this? What time do I usually come on? I come on like about 7, I think, my time. About 5 o'clock Pacific time. Um, but it is a Friday, so we'll see how many people we get in, and we're gonna do a fun haul. I also did buy stuff from Ross, which I want to show you guys. And um, hi Paula, how are you? How are you, Paula? So, what's everyone's plans for tonight besides hanging out here for a little while? Um, our plans, we do not have big plans. I'm gonna eat my dinner after, and let's see. And then we're going to watch the new episodes of Dexter, like Dexter's Back. Hi. Oh yeah. Leo did well. Leo has a clean bill of health. He when we adopted him, he was 37 pounds and now he's 44 pounds, but I think the harness weighs 5 pounds and it's water weight. I'm sticking to that. I am sticking to that. I am sticking to its water weight. Yeah. So he is doing well, you know. A little water weight, but that's okay. It happens to us all. We get a little water weight. I think the harness weighs a lot, and I think that's why we're seeing 44 pounds instead of 37. And I'm sticking with that story. You know what I mean? That is a story I'm sticking with. Um Awesome, Joan. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna stick with that one and just be like, it's water weight, Leo. Don't worry. Mommy has water pills. Yeah. No, she said that even though, we've given him 2 baths, and she said that his coat looks good. And even though like he has technically hasn't gotten professionally groomed, that he looks good. And tomorrow we start. Thank you, Brandy. Tomorrow we start doggy school, and we'll see how that goes, right? Um, we'll see. Did they cut the? No, no. That's yeah. They didn't cut the nails, so we're just kind of. Um, I think when we had issues with Fancy, um, when we first adopted her, we had a hard time finding someone to groom her. Excuse me. Um, and that's when they told us that you could go through a vet and they would groom them and they would like sedate them, and so that's something that we are exploring. Um, but it's not like, I mean, I got one ridiculous quote. As a matter of fact, I got it like about 25 minutes ago, and they quoted me $1,200, and that wasn't even to actually groom him. That was for the anesthesia, and they would shave him. And I said, well, he's a chow. You haven't even asked me what breed he is. Like, you're telling me how much you want me to pay, but you haven't even asked me what breed he is. So shaving a chow is not usually recommended depending on their hair type, but mats are a different thing, sometimes they have to be shaved. And I just found it very odd that without even asking me what breed he is, they're ready to say we're gonna shave him. And I said, well, would you bathe him? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, what am I paying for? I mean, I understand, anesthesia, but what am I paying for? Like, what is the 1,200 going for? For you to shave him, and you didn't ask. I mean, he's a chow. Exactly. I mean, you even have the equipment to shave him. I mean, shaving a chow is not like shaving, a short-haired canine. So, yeah, so it's just kind of, yeah. I know sedation is expensive, and I get that. But I mean, he doesn't have to go under, like he's going under surgery. I mean, there's different avenues we can take to sedate him. It can be orally, just to calm him down. I don't need for him to be knocked out like he's gonna have surgery. And so it's just, you get a lot of people, unfortunately, that it would be a ripoff. They weren't going to bathe him. They wouldn't be cutting his nails. It's like, so what am I paying for? For him to go to sleep? I don't need to pay for that. He's sleeping right now for free. Well. So it's just, yeah, he needs, yeah, exactly. And I mean, why can't, there you go. They're talking about, well, we're going to have to run an IV. And it's like, well, what do you, like, exactly, I mean, he's not going in for surgery, for God's sakes. And get this, they say that they groom sedation. They don't even have a groomer. But yet they're under groomer sedation. So it's like, okay, you're really just false advertising. So you're just really knocking people's animals out, shaving them, and then charging $1,200. And I just was like, this is a total scam. You didn't even ask me what breed he was. You can't shave a chow. And as soon as I told her, I said, he's a chow. I said, you can't shave him. And she was like, oh yeah, okay, bye. And it's like, that was helpful. You know, that was a waste of 10 minutes, right? Yeah, so I know. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. It's like $1,200 to have him go to sleep and you can't shave a chow. Like, well, we're just gonna shave him. And like I said, they didn't even ask what breed he was. I'm like, you're gonna shave Leo. Well, he'll be there all day because he has a lot of hair. I mean, not that I would allow that. I mean, no one's shaving it. You don't shave a chow completely unless they really. I mean, that is like extreme where you would shave them down to like a lion's cut. But I don't think we're there. You know, we're not. Anyways, I'm not calling those people back. They're a fraud. They're a scam. They shouldn't be under sedation grooming because they don't even have a groomer on hand. Um, so right now I'm gonna get a quote sent to me and we'll see what that quote is. I mean, you know, there's just a lot of shysters out there and they use people's pets and they use, you know, people like me that are like we're in a small predicament. Um, And when I called, you know, it wasn't like, oh, let's run an IV on him and stuff. You know, I just was like, you know, let's calm him down so that we can get him groomed. You know, not like let's run anesthesia on him. So just, you know, just little aggravations here and there, but we'll get through it. Um, yeah, exactly, exactly. It, and you know, I said how much, because I mean, apparently, like, I'm not the only pet owner looking this stuff up, and a common question is how much should it cost? And, you know, Google will spit out like a rough estimate. Hi, Lisa. And for Leo's size, it would be like 200, which is fine. You know, like, that is doable. That is fine. Um, and I'm getting quoted $1,000 more without them even asking me what his breed is. Now, if this is a legit vet, isn't that one of the first questions you ask? You know? I mean, that's one of the first things, like, hey, what breed, you know, stuff like that. Very bizarre. Um, yeah, exactly. You know? I mean, it's like this. It was a joke, and then like when I told her what breed he was, she's like, "Oh, okay, bye." You know, I'm just like, you know, I really should go back and write down the name of that company, the name of that so-called vet company, so I know not to ever call them again. You know, because like literally, like how much are their general exams? You know, 2,000. You know, for the doctor to walk in. You know, just bizarre. So but we'll get through it. You know, he will get groomed, and so forth. We just have to kind of, you know, I just want him to be calm, you know, calm enough so that the groomer can do what she needs to do. That's it. So, and like I said, tomorrow we're gonna go to school, and okay. I don't understand where we're getting the miscommunication. Number one. Okay, he went to Fancy's groomer the first time. She will not groom him due to the fact that he kept trying to jump out of the tub. Now, Fancy and Leo are not treated any differently. Why wouldn't I take him to Fancy's groomer? Fancy has now been to the groomer in Oklahoma twice. I don't even have a groomer. Look at mommy's roots, okay? We put the animals, Fancy has seen a vet. I have a big fat vet bill that I paid. Leo is going to Fancy's vet. They are not treated any differently. She will not take him unless he has some happy pills, which we are trying to get, which we are working on. There's no reason why we would not want to take both of them to the same groomer. We're taking them to the same vet. There's, ideally, if we could get everything, if we could get Leo calm, we would like to try Fancy's groomer again, because it would make it a lot easier for us. Yeah, I did, and that's also on the table. We're just trying to put, like we're trying to put everything on the table. We're trying to see like maybe we can get a mobile groomer. We're trying, ideally we would love it for them to be able to go to the groomers together and drop them both off. That's what we wanted. Now I'm gonna call Fancy's groomer, and say if we can get some happy pills from the vet, would you, try and groom him again? Because she's really good. I mean, she makes Fancy just look gorgeous. I mean, Fancy is gorgeous, but the way she grooms is just, it's impeccable. And I would love for Leo to get groomed by Fancy's groomer if she's willing to give it another try. He probably hasn't been groomed before, but neither had Fancy. I mean, this isn't like we're not being cruel people. I mean, Fancy came to me with dreadlocks, and red streaks from being out in the sun. We have a feeling she was tied up. Her hair was atrocious. And she got kicked out of 2 places until we found a place that did not put up with her bullying. And they just grabbed her by her leash and said, "Let's go, Fancy." And she went. And she went there for 4 years. And again, this is not for cosmetic reasons. This is a lot for medical reasons that he needs to go get groomed. He needs to get his ears cleaned. He needs to get his nails done. The mats are pulling on his skin. This is something that, we don't want to hurt him. So it's not just cosmetic. And also he will feel better because they will trim him, they will cut through his layers and he'll feel lighter for the summer, for the rest of the summer. And it's just, it's kind of insulting that people think that like we're trying, because I mean, if we weren't taking him to the groomers, then people would be like, "Why aren't you taking him to the groomers?" And it's like, we're trying to take him to the groomers because he needs to go. I mean, there's stuff that medically, that the groomers do that we can't do. And, so, okay, so because people like to misconstrue a lot of stuff, I've decided that Leo and Fancy are pretty much going to be off. they're no longer going to be up for discussion. Um, we are doing everything we can to accommodate Leo. What we have decided to do is between my husband, the vet, Leo, and myself, and we have come up with a plan. We took him to Fancy's vet, and we have agreed on a plan, and we're going to, you know, to do the plan, and then we will re-evaluate. And you know, it's just like when you're, when you're a nurse, it's called ADPI. Assess, diagnose, plan, implement, evaluate, and that's what we're doing. So we have set a plan in motion with Leo, and if anyone was watching my live yesterday, you all knew that I had to be at the vet for Leo, and that was one of the reasons why we went, was to discuss some of the issues, and we now have a plan in place, and we're doing it like responsible parents do for fur babies. And it's not because of this community per se, but the more I open up my life, the more I become, like, it's under scrutiny, or the more people think that somehow we're treating Fancy and Leo differently, and we're not. Do they have different needs? Yes. But it seems like the more I share, the more I'm attacked. And that's not really, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't feel like I have to, like, I don't know why I'm defending myself when we have literally done everything possible in the past 2 weeks to accommodate Leo. Yeah. And it's just not, and I feel bad because, like, honestly, it's really like 90% of you are not, you guys are not the issue. It's just other things that have come into play, and it stinks. Um, and I mean, is Leo a little bit more difficult in adjusting? Yes. Do we know why? Not really. We're trying to understand why, which is why we went to go see the vet. And so forth. And like I said, I mean, he has a clean bill of health. He has gained weight with us. Um, and Fancy's done a great job. I mean, Fancy, if anything, I am very happy with Fancy's behavior. She has come a long way. And um, she's been a good big sister, and she has surprised us in many ways, positive ways. So, yeah, let's go on to the haul. So, yeah, no, vets are not cheap. Vets are not cheap. That's why I was like, I was I was very surprised that I didn't have a huge bill yesterday, which was really nice. It was a nice surprise because I was really like, oh my gosh, but it was a nice surprise, and yeah, so let's get into the haul, but I do want to show you guys Leo and Fancy, because I want you guys to see that we have come a long way. And then we'll get into the haul. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. And then get my glasses on. I'm gonna turn you guys around. And no, I'm not matching. Sorry about that. I do apologize. My pajamas did not come on time. I still gotta undo my Halloween tree. And we're gonna have to put my stuff away. Still gotta get my neck. So we're gonna go see there. And there, you guys, is Leo and Fancerelli. And they are the hooligans. Yes, they are. Look at, we got Leo, we got Fancerelli, and there we go, Papa.
Hi, Mama.
And we have pantaloons, MC Hammer pants on Leo. Is how we call Leo. Pee-pee, Leo. Say hi. See, he has his MC Hammer pants on. Oh. Okay, there they go. All right, Mommy's pajamas got.
I'll get it.
Okay, you'll bring it up to me so you guys can see they guard together. Okay, everybody off the window, off the window. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is what. Okay, everyone's out a window. Fancy off the window.
Come on, Prezi.
And Leo jumps to his window, and yeah, they each have their. There we go. Yep.
Come on, William. Come on, Leo.
So, as you can see, yeah, I know. Somebody was on the front door. Yep. There. Yeah. I mean, he just has his MC Hammer pants on. He's got his little, yeah, it looks like MC Hammer, huh? Huh, Papa? And then, of course, there's Big Fancerelli. Big old Fancerelli. I know, she's, look at MC Hammer pants, and yeah, so you can see they have a little system worked out, and my new pajamas just got delivered, so we'll go, and, he's the little fox, and then we've got the big bear. Oh, you guys have, okay. Fancy thinks she's slick. And, you know, I was wondering, pantaloons, I was wondering why every time I came home, the ottoman had paw prints. Because Fancy's sleeping on this, you guys. So I put the skeleton there, and hopefully she won't sleep on it, you know? Oh, Fancy's you know, hi. Okay. So hopefully this will deter Fancy from getting her big keister up on the ottoman. Yeah, I know. So, Fancy, play nice with. No, I mean, Fancy's actually has been doing a really amazing job of. We're very proud of Fancy. I know. Go ahead and smell it, Papa. Go ahead and smell it. Go ahead. I know. We're very proud of Fancy. Yeah. And all of a sudden they turn into TSA. But as you can see, everyone is doing fine. And they were with Daddy-O's. And no, I'm going to eat dinner after. And, you know, he's still exploring the house, still getting to know, you know, what it's like to be an inside doggy. And yeah, exactly. While Mommy's away, Fancy, exactly. Leo, no pee-pee on the carpet. No pee-pee on the carpet. No lifting the leggies.
He just came from outside there. He's fine.
Oh, he did? Okay, good.
I have both outside.
So that is such a good, yes, you know what, Kelly, you nailed it. Well, Mommy's away, yeah, Fancy will lay. Oh, good grief. I mean, yeah, there's a million places to lay, but the ottoman is the place that they want to hang out at. Yeesh. All right. So, let's see. All right, you guys, we're back into the reading nook. Yeah, they're sweet. They're they are the babies. Let me get this reversed. Ah, sorry, guys. There we go. All right. So, let me close the door. All right. All right. Let's see my new pajamas. Let's see. They're, yeah, I mean, Fancy, I mean, honestly, like I said, we are very proud of Fancy. You know, she was very possessive of us, and she has been doing a really good job of, um, you know, getting into the swing of things and acclimating and so forth. And, um, she's done a great job. She really has. And you saw how they guard together. They each have a window and so forth. All right. So, the commotion that was started just so mommy could get some pajamas, right? Which I wanted to wear for this live, but I'll save it for Sunday for when we bake Kayla her birthday cake. And packaging. Let's see. I ordered these yesterday. And, alright, size medium, I hope. Yes. And there you go. Boo. And then look at the pants. Boo. And they're jogger pants. You guys know how much I love my jogger pants. So, yeah, be careful when you order because I ordered some really cute Halloween pants and they said them in extra large, and obviously that's not gonna fit. So yeah, I still have to deal with that return. But these are super stinking cute, and I love the ghosts. I love the boo, and that's what it's gonna look like. I mean, I wish I looked like that chick, but that's the style. So first pair of Halloween pajamas, and I'll wear them on Sunday while we bake Kayla's happy birthday cake. Um, yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Kelly. Um, so yeah, super stinking cute. You guys all know I love black, but we threw in some color with the ghosts and the spider webs and all the funsies. So yeah, we got our pajamas. All right. Um. And also, if anyone has any questions, you don't. If ask me. You don't have to go to like my moderators are not my public relations. They're not my PR. Um, and chances are, if you can't ask me, that means I've blocked you from the channel. Um, and it's not fair to put my moderators in that position. Like I said, they mod, but they're not my PR people. And it's just, it's bizarre. Um, so I'm asking that you not do that. And, you know, if I haven't blocked you on Instagram, I am on Instagram. So you can talk to, you can send me something from there. Um, so yeah. Thank you. So I wanted to throw that out there. Like, please don't be hitting up the mods and asking them questions about my personal life. I mean, number one, it's not like you're asking them questions like, where did Crystal find the JP at? You're asking them questions about my personal life. And I don't even know you. And it's just a whole weird situation. I don't really understand. I can't even begin to understand. But you can find me on Instagram. And if you really feel the need to know so much about my personal life, you can always ask a question under a post, and I will eventually see it. And I will either answer it, or depending on what you ask, you could see the flip side of the coin. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, people, I mean, I can understand, like, if they're like, oh my gosh, like, where did she find that? I tried to ask her, but I know she's busy. Like, where did she find, that bundle of fall floral, Hobby Lobby? Like, that's normal. Not about my personal life. That's weird. Okay. Okay, so I see a lot of people asking about the vet. It went great. He's gained weight, water weight, mommy says. No, he's gone from 37 pounds to 44 pounds. Coat looks great. He looks great. You saw him right now. He looks like he's wearing MC Hammer pants. He's got his fur looks great. He's running around. He's living his life and so forth. So yeah, I mean, and you saw Fancy. She is the apple of mommy's eye. That, she's my daughter. I love her. Um, and we are bonding. It takes about 3 months to bond when you have a rescue. I've been doing a lot of reading on stuff, and there's a 3 and 3 rule, and it's gonna take 3 weeks. I mean, these are just little things that they put out there to help fur babies, adoptive parents. 3 weeks to kind of acclimate, get used to get used to the schedule, and then it's gonna take 3 months to bond. And it's, it takes time. It was 2 weeks ago today that we adopted him. So, we're working on things. So, but yeah, the vet was awesome. Great. No issues. All right. Let's see. Hi, Sheila. Yeah. Hi, Kristen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so so one of the reasons why I was being like mindful of what I spent is because I did go to Ross. And like I said, I was kind of worried about the vet bill, but it came out to be way cheaper, so that was awesome. All right, so I did get this. And I'm pretty picky about like my Mackenzie Child dupes, but I thought this was a good one, and I liked that they put the I thought this was a good one, and this cost me $10.99, and I thought, you know what, I have passed on some of the Mackenzie Child dupes that I've seen at Ross, but this one I was like, yeah, this this is cool. This one will work. This one I like. It's not too much of a high gloss, and I just thought, you know what, this could pass. This could really, really pass. So the price, I mean, that's why I say Ross is boss. You know, Ross is boss. I mean, seriously, like, I love everything about it, and I try and pick, you know, like the dupes, the Mackenzie Child dupes. I try and pick them as tastefully as I can to work around the real stuff. And I was like, this I like a lot, and I think we can make it look legit. You know. So, yep. Oh, I'm sorry. It's yeah, I am loving this for $10.99. Okay, I can hear the dogs. Am I expecting any more deliveries? I don't think so. So $10.99, you guys. So yeah, I thought this was a beautiful dupe, and did it. All right. Now, sticking with like the Mackenzie Child dupes, I mean, obviously this is like not a dupe from her, but I just wanted to stick like with the black and white, and you guys, $6.99. $6.99. And I thought this would be fun for maybe the kitchen to put my dish soap in, or my, you know, my hand soap. I don't know, either or. But I thought it would go well with the ghosts, and watch, and remember when I say with the ghosts, okay? So I'm thinking that first I thought maybe, I mean, honestly, I think this would be best in the kitchen, either as a dish soap dispenser or a regular soap dispenser. And you'll see why I liked it, because of the ghosts, and then of course the black and white, and then we have the pops of orange. So I mean, $6.99. You Ross. You gotta love Ross, okay? So I thought this would be fun for the kitchen. And look at, even the back, you know, like even the back is cute. It's got a spider, you know, like they weren't chintzy on the back. So love Ross. And I thought, I don't know, I might use this in the kitchen as well, like one for the hand soap and one for the dish soap. But I will tell you this, the reason why I bought this was $6.99. Now, they have these on Temu for twice the amount. Not only twice the amount, you still have to pay shipping. So why would I do that when I'm at Ross and I just picked up these two beauties for $6.99 each? I mean, you know, and also what I love about this is I can put this out for fall. You know, and together I think they look good, or I can separate them. Problem with separating them is I would have to find another one, because I have 2 sinks in the guest bathroom and 2 sinks in the master, and I didn't get 2 and 2. But I mean, I mean, seriously, how can we beat these prices? That's why I am constantly hunting down at Ross, right? And go ahead and price these on Temu. They're not $6.99 plus the shipping. And even if you get the free shipping, they're trying to hawk these for $12.99 to $13.99, which I did pay last year. But I found it at Ross. So I was like, yeah, love it, right? Yeah, Ross is boss. Ross is boss. So, you know, I'm very happy. Okay. And ta-da! All right, you guys. I found my placemats. And I got them at Ross. $12.99. And I hope you guys like them as much as I do, because I think this is a perfect fit, especially with kind of what I'm trying to do in the kitchen. I hope you guys like them. It's traditional, it's black, it's white, and it has a little splash of orange. And that's kind of where I'm going with the whole Mackenzie Child look. And that's kind of the aesthetic I'm trying to keep with the kitchen. Because I have a lot of pieces from last year that are black and white, faux Mackenzie, with splashes of orange. And I thought these would look really nice on the marble dinette with the chairs. There's 4 of them. There's 4 chairs. There's 4 placemats, and I got them for $12.99. And I thought, you know what? These look pretty high end coming from Ross. And it's simple, and the colors match, because we're really rolling with like this whole, I mean, if you guys remember what I bought last year, you guys know that this is pretty much what the aesthetic's going to be, along with the real Mackenzie Child, but the orange, and I think it just complements. And I'm not going to be using like a runner on the table. I'm not going to be using a tablecloth. I think the marble and this will be awesome. And then I'm playing around in my head of what will be the centerpiece. So, yeah, and I am so glad that they still had these there. And I'm pretty sure I've seen these at Home Goods. But I got them for $12.99. And these feel just as the same quality as the Home Goods ones. Very happy. So, I mean, Ross is not disappointing. I mean, so far I've gotten, because like one of the biggest things was picking out the placemats. And I'm like, whew, that's done, Relief. And then that pumpkin is gorgeous. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And then I'll have a centerpiece, one centerpiece in the middle, and the dinette set will be good. So, yeah, I do have the aesthetic in my head for the kitchen already. Yeah, and I mean, and everything is so, Ross's pricing is amazing. Is absolutely amazing. I mean, look at all the cool stuff I got. And like I said, I have played around with ordering the black and white pumpkins, the black and white gourd from Temu, and I just never pressed buy because, it ranges from $12.99 to $14.99 plus shipping, and I was just like, no. And then when I saw that for $6.99 at Ross, before I even turned the camera on, all of this stuff was in my cart. I was like, okay, I'm buying this, and yeah. So that's how that went down. All right, and let's get into TJ Maxx, where we hit the jackpot. All right, so the ghost. This is why I'm like talking about ghosts. I was able to score the little canister. So me, like a dodo bird, I ordered from Traditions the big canister and spent like twice what I should have, because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find it. And meanwhile, I found it a million times. But I had the big ghost, and now we have the little one. And again, this is going to go in the kitchen. So the big ghost is already out in the kitchen. This one, I don't know, maybe we'll go on the stovetop. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But look, is it not cute? And look at the little collar. I mean, adorable. Now, this is This was $14.99. $14.99. But look at how stinking cute. I mean, seriously. It's tiny. It's a baby ghost, you know? So, remember remember the picture that I bought early on, because you can't find it now, but of the ghost that we're going to put at the coffee bar, the one holding the cup of coffee from Home Goods? That's going to look so cute. I'm like so excited. But you know, this could, I don't know what this will hold. It may not hold anything. I don't know, but it's adorable. Or it may go in the center of the stovetop. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where he's gonna go. But I just, to be able to find JP is amazing. Um, let's see. Oh, yay, Christy! I'm so glad you're here, girl. Thank you. So super stinking cute, right? Um, and yeah, so really happy about that. Okay. Then we were like making tough decisions. But I bought the spider mug. And again, we're going with like the whole black and white. We're trying to, you know, keep a theme going. And yes, the salt and pepper shakers. Yes. I saw the salt and pepper shakers yesterday too, but I bought the Frankenstein ones. Okay, I know it's a long shot and I know everyone wants it. But if you guys can find Hagatha or Hitilda the mug, and there's like an extra one, of course. I That's like really the one thing I'm on the hunt for is the Hagatha, you know, the green chick, like whatever she's called. I think I have her boyfriend, but I know I don't have her. Um, so this, yay, Samantha, yay, I'm happy. That's awesome. So this is a spider, which I didn't know because I was like, what is this? And why does it have two handles? And then everyone was like, it's a spider. All right, so this was $9.99. $9.99. Now, mind you, I walked in to my local TJ Maxx random time. I was stressed out because I don't like being on a time schedule when I'm shooting. And I knew, you know, we had an appointment for Leo at the vet, and I was like, all right, I have like 2 hours to shoot. And then I walked in, and it was like JP had rained down on TJ Maxx, and I was like, I'm going live. I am going live. Like, I am not even gonna try and take all these pictures. I'm not gonna try and film and then try and get it up. I was like, I'm just gonna take you all live, and that's what happened. Um, let's see. You guys, I want to put my hair up. I'm getting like a little warm in here. Um, so, I mean, you really have to watch the video. I mean, I was just like, I had everything in my cart at one point, and we had to make some tough decisions, but you know, we did it. We got through it. And I'm gonna go to Ross, and I'm gonna go back and get that big pumpkin for the porch because we gotta get I gotta sweep the porch. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we gotta do. Okay, so let's get to the next item. And I also am super excited about this. Look. Look at you guys. Look. No, you haven't. You missed just. I showed Leo and Fancy. We talked about Leo and Fancy a little bit. And yeah, that's about it. I started the haul, and I ran into JP galore. So I bought, these are the two mugs I chose. And I left behind the bat mug, and I left behind the pumpkin. So I'm trying, like, I had to make decisions. I mean, they're $9.99, and on a normal day, I just would have been like, let's take it all. But like I said, in the back of my mind, I was like, we have to be responsible. We're going to the vet. We don't know how much it's going to be. And then it turned out to be like hardly anything. And I was like, I could have gotten everything. But anyways, okay. So that's what I bought. So, all right, I'm trying to keep. So, you guys, I am so excited. And just to let you know, I have already started drinking. Like, I already have Halloween mugs, and I've been drinking out of a Halloween mug every single morning already. So I'm going to wash these, and these are going to go into the rotation. And while we're decorating, I'll be drinking out of one of my cute mugs. Like, I mean, this is a mug. This is like, this is a lot of coffee. So we're going to go, we are starting already. Let's see. All right. So, now this is where I really hit the jackpot, and let me show you what I bought. 'Cause I mean, okay, I was gonna buy both of these anyway, but I also knew Caroline, she wasn't on the hunt, but I knew she wanted a certain one, so I called her and said, hey, I'm gonna go live, let me know. But I was gonna buy both of these anyways, because let's be real, this stuff is hard to find, right? So look, I am keeping this one. Now they say this is a candy bowl. I'm not really sure like what this little spoon is. Maybe like, to be fancy and get the candy out. This one was $24.99. I love this. I will make this work in the decor. I think it's adorable. I love his hat. I love his, look at the bow tie, everything. Everything. And yeah, so let me see. Oh my gosh. Yes. So super excited. Okay, you guys, this is like, I was not expecting, I would have been happy just to find a JP mug, to be honest with you. I was not expecting to find all of this. And I found more, so definitely check out that live. So, and then this is Caroline's. Look at, tell me that face is not everything. And look at the detail of like the bottom. And so I knew Caroline liked the pumpkin. So I was like, let me know if you want it. Hi Lisa. Isn't this not, seriously, gorgeous, right? $24.99. So they only had 1 and 1, and I immediately put both of them in my cart. I'm telling you, they had just put the table out, and like everyone was walking by it, which is awesome for me. I do not miss the resellers, okay? Because look, these were sitting there, and if you go in the live, I go back to the table where I found everything, and I am putting stuff back, and there's like doubles. There's doubles of the bat mug, there's doubles of the ghost mug, there's doubles of the spider mug. Like, people are just like walking by. It is not like California at all. Where people are like, would stomp on you and they would grab everything. It is not like that at all. So, but these were the only two. Oh, and let's not forget the little ghost that I scored. And they also had the big ghost canister. They had those side by side. And I saw these and I freaked out. I was like, no way. First, I thought they were teapots. Because, I mean, like I said, I was like in some type of, like, my eyes glazed over. And I was just like, and dumb me. Something, I never get a small cart. But I just like, I honestly, like, I walked in there and I was not expecting a whole lot. And usually I get the big cart. So, I mean, I grabbed everything I could. And yeah, they only had one in one of these. And I was just like, and two ghosts. So it was really luck. Like I said, I just meandered in there and was not, I was just like, oh, well, I'll shoot TJ Maxx. And, I only have 2 hours. And I was like all nervous. And then I was like, I'm going live. I'm going to show them right now what's up. So I mean, this was just like luck, honestly. Um, I mean, this is so, this is so cool. Like, I love the cat. I love the pumpkin. 3 houses fully paid off. That is way more important. Trust me, that is way more important. I know. Okay, so I told Caroline, I said, let me know like by 3 o'clock, when it's 3 o'clock, because the lines get so long. And like I said, we had our appointment and I didn't want to be late. And she kept telling me, and I'm glad she actually kept telling me, she told me like 10 minutes before 3, 2:50. And I'm glad because I did have to wait in line. Like, it was a long line. But I arrived like about 10, 12 minutes early, and I was sitting in the parking lot, and then my husband rolled up with Leo, and it was all good. Um, but yeah, you guys, I mean, seriously, like, this was Jackpot City. I mean, it was just all there. And I would have bought everything, but I'm kind of glad that in the back of my mind, I was like, let's wait and see how much the vet bill is. Because I have a lot of mugs. And I also know for a fact I have a set of JP mugs that are still in the box that are Halloween. So let someone else enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very happy with what I scored. And I'm happy I was able to get Caroline this and so forth. That makes me happy because, I like finding stuff. I did go to Home Goods, Kelly, and I went on the hunt for that cute tumbler. It is absolutely adorable, by the way. I didn't see it, but I will check other places when I go. I love finding stuff for people. I really do. It's the thrill of the hunt, and I like it. So yesterday was phenomenal as far as JP hunting goes. And also with Ross. I mean, look at all that cool stuff I got with Ross. I mean, that's, I got my placemats. I'm gonna go back to Hobby Lobby and get like a nice, or I might get a pumpkin. I don't know. I want an amber colored pumpkin. I don't know. I know what I want in my head. And I want an amber colored, like maybe pumpkin, or I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put these somewhere really cute. And so yeah, I mean, yesterday was a good day for shopping. And you know, I need to find 2 soap dispensers for the guest bathroom and then 2 soap dispensers for the master bathroom, matching. And I'm gonna go to Ross, honestly. I'm gonna go to Ross, like, because why spend a lot of money when I'm gonna change them out as for Christmas? You know what I mean? So yeah, we still need to get 4 soap dispensers, and we need to find doubles. So that's our goal. So we're gonna go back to Ross, and we'll do that. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with what I was able to get. If I find, I'm gonna keep the black and white for the kitchen and the guest bathroom and the master bathroom. I don't know. I'm not sure. We might do like I want to keep the master bathroom in the neutrals, so we might get like 2 neutral, um, fall/Halloween dispensers, and then the guest bathroom I'm doing with the fake Dollar Tree JP stuff that I picked up, so that can be like a little bit more orangey, a little bit more, like brighter and so forth. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go back to Ross to get for soap dispensers because last year, like, I was all about ordering stuff from Temu for Halloween, but the way they've jacked up their prices and the way they've added on the shipping, I'm like, I'm good. Like, it's okay. I mean, if you guys have noticed, I have not hauled from Temu. And trust me, I have filled up my basket and then I just don't press pay because I'm just like, no. No. I'd rather stock Ross. I'd rather stock, like Gabe's. I'd rather stock Ollie's. Okay, Ollie's. Don't even get me started on their amazing towels. Oh, by the way, if you don't want to pay a lot for towels, Ross. Ross all the way. The towels at Ross are just as cute, and they are like, I think you can get a 3-pack for like $7.99. Let's see, they seem to have nice things. Yeah. Right, so just let's see. Okay, so I've wanted to go thrift store shopping, but I will say there's a big difference between Orange County thrift stores and the ones out here in Oklahoma. The ones in Oklahoma are are really being frequented by families that need them. And I really think that, yeah, I mean, am I going to be purchasing stuff from there? I mean, I did purchase the Cabbage Patch Kid thing, but I don't think you guys are going looking for Cabbage Patch Kid, vintage ceramic pieces. Orange County's a different vibe. There's a lot more money in Orange County. And so, there's like I bought Williams Sonoma, I bought Nordic, you know what I mean? It's a whole different game in Orange County. And here, the focus on home, there's not a whole lot of focus on home decor. It's clothing. And and the lines are very long, and you see the moms bringing their children and stuff, and families, and young adults and teenagers, and they're buying stuff for summer and now for back to school. And it's just, it's different. Now there are, so saying, so just, so I feel like the Goodwills, they really are being used for what they're meant to be used for. And things are more reasonably priced. Now, there are thrift stores, and we are going to go to them, and those are fair game because they're actually like, there's a whole row of antique thrift stores, and that sell like home decor, and I've been wanting to hit them. And it's not the same as like hitting Goodwill and Salvation Army, because I did go to Salvation Army, and I mean, people really do go shopping there for their clothes. They're not resellers looking for Lululemon, and you know what I mean? That's not what's going on here. So, but we are going to go to the thrift stores that actually like, have like, are selling like really cool antique furniture and, all of that stuff. And that is for, I don't, I really don't know how to describe it. The words are not coming. Help me out, okay? The thrift stores, they're catered, like, the families are not going to these thrift stores. You know what I mean? They're not, it's more home decor and so forth. So that has been one of the biggest changes that I think between states, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. I mean, but okay, at least in Orange County, there was like, guys were going through the leggings looking for Lululemon. And you know what I mean? It's like, they're resellers. You know what I mean? Like, it was different in Orange County. Like, I didn't feel bad if I bought something from Williams Sonoma or if I bought Nordic. You know what I mean? I didn't feel bad. It wasn't like, I mean, I bought a lot of stuff, like a lot of Christmas stuff that'll be coming out of my bins is stuff from Williams Sonoma that I got at Goodwill. I mean, it's a different vibe. There was always a lot of resellers at Goodwill, and I mean they would pile up on the good stuff. That's just, I mean, that's California. There's a lot of resellers out there. I don't know if they're candy bowls. Yeah, no reason for violence at all. But we are gonna hit like thrift store row, and like I said, I've been wanting to go there because they do sell like, they buy from like estate sales and so forth, and they do sell furniture and they do sell home decor, and I think it'd be fun just to go there and see. And I want to go to Cheapo Depot. You guys, I don't know why I want to go to Cheapo Depot, but I want to go to Cheapo Depot. And I will film it because I am like so curious. I mean, the name alone, Cheapo Depot, okay, it's like, I have to go and see this place. You know what I mean? Um, yes, I am gonna hit up Bath and Body Works. I am gonna hit up Bath and Body Works. That is actually, I actually need some plugins for Halloween, and I like to get some Halloween soaps around this time. But yeah, I do want to go to a place called Cheapo Depot, and we'll see. Cheapo, no, it's a, from what I understand, Cheapo Depot. Yes, that's the name. That's why like I'm dying to go because it's like, what do you mean it's called Cheapo Depot? Like, you know what I mean? Um, and apparently you can, I mean, if you go, okay, from what I'm understanding, it is very much what the 99-cent store used to be. And um someone, I belong to like Facebook groups in my area, and someone bought a case of Driscoll blackberries for $1 for each box. And there was nothing wrong with them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess like Cheapo Depot is like a hit or miss type of store, and you can get, like Little Debbie's, like boxes of Little Debbie's for like 99 cents. And so from what I've read and seen, it looks like it's like the 99-cent store from back in the day. And I just want to go check it out. It's like, why not? I mean, if it's, and so forth. And yeah, I think there's like 4 Cheapo Depots around me. Not like immediately around me, but when I Googled it, in my area, there's like 4 Cheapo Depots. And I love the name. I mean, I think the name's hilarious. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, exactly. I mean, there's like a ton of like Hostess. I mean, just like the 99-cent store. Like the 99-cent store was not like the health store. I mean, they did get some healthy stuff, but they would like have Hostess. They would have like Little Debbie's, and apparently like this place has tons of like Little Debbie stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking that it is basically kind of a 99-cent store type of deal. So that would be, you know what I mean? That's someplace that I definitely want to go. And it would just be, I know, it's definitely, it's a local store, So, um, I think so, I think it'd be fun to go, and I might just do like a Cheapo Depot haul and show you guys, like what I get, and so forth. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stores I want to hit. I feel like Dollar General is doing a way better job of giving us dollar decor than Dollar Tree is. And I shot a lot more dollar decor today. Um, that knocks Dollar Tree out of the park with their $1.50 decor. You know what I mean? No, we have not tried the any of the mom and pop diners, but I definitely think you guys, and also I can, some of the stuff from Pop Shelf, because I know a lot of you guys don't have Pop Shelf, it does trickle down into Dollar General. I mean, not everything, but I am seeing like some of the same wall decor coming in to Dollar General. So that's just something to think about. And like I said, there is a lot of stuff at Dollar General that is $1, and it is cuter decor, than paying $1.50, because $1.50 does start to add up. 2 items, that's $3. 4 items, that's $6. And Dollar General still has stuff for $1, just like Family Dollar does. And that's why I'm hitting up Dollar General so much. Not to mention, the Dollar Generals are stocking like crazy. I mean, they are rolling out new stuff faster than Dollar Tree is. And in like being in Oklahoma, there's so like for every Dollar Tree, there's a Dollar General. So I'm getting used to like the different stores and so forth. Um, what's so good? Let me see. Called McCoy's. Let me see. They probably get different. Yes, they do. They probably get stuff for Cheapo Depot. The same thing that Crystal just called. No, it's really a Cheapo Depot. Let's see. Do they? Roxanne? Costco. You know what? We do have a Costco. We just have not, like, I don't know. I mean, we do have a Costco and we're Costco members, but it's like it's kind of funny because in Orange County, one of the reasons why we're Costco members because like gas was cheaper, but gas is cheap like everywhere here, you know? It's it's insanely cheap. Um, let's see. Um, Dollar General has more home decor, I think. And it's a lot and it's more of an extensive collection. I don't know if Family Dollar has closed out on in California. I know when I was in California, they were shutting down. Let's see. Go Crystal. I got the cutest ghost pillows. Ooh, $9. That is good. Um, what's the gas price here? Well, it got really expensive. It got up to 289. We were all like, that's sus. But it's back down to 277. So we're good. It never gets about like if it's at 289, that is the highest. That is the highest we've seen it. It doesn't go like above 289. So now we're back down to like 277. Um, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm able to fill up my truck, which I think has like a 26-gallon tank for like $80, if that, just depending on when I fill up. I mean, if I fill her up at a quarter of a tank, I pay 60 for 22 gallons of gas. 22 gallons of gas. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what the pumpkin, I mean, honestly, like some people said it was a candy bowl. I don't know what the spoon's for. And some people was like, you're gonna, it's a soup bowl, but I was like, that's gonna take forever to eat soup from that bowl, from that little, spoon. Um, yeah, it is. I mean, I've never seen, even when we came to look at houses, I've never seen gas above $3. Never. Let's see. Thank you, Kayla. Maybe it's a sugar bowl. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not going to be using it. Like, it's just going to be decor, but I really don't know what it is. Um, Hi, Barbara. How are you? It is so nice to see everybody coming in, and we came on early and all of that good stuff, um, which is great. Let's see. And, I was, like I said, I will never charge, like, we will never, like, the chats are always going to be public. Um, and I totally enjoy the lives. I mean, I love interacting with you guys and sometimes like right now we only have like 280 people. Sometimes we have, we can range from 250 to 600. It just depends on what's going on. Um, and I love the fact that so many of you engage and you guys talk to each other. Hi, Tina. Um, and so forth. And I'm doing great, Barbara. And it is wonderful. And again, like so many of you guys are here because you really do like me, and you like the channel, and you guys like to talk to each other, which is great. And you guys have discovered Caroline's channel, and you discovered Kelly's channel, and other people that have channels in the chat, and it is absolutely wonderful. And I honestly, it's like I almost wish there was a way to shut the live down where like it was just people that truly enjoy the channel and that only they could watch, you know, um, because I don't like, I'm not used to feeling muzzled. And I think oversharing, the more you share your life, the more you open it up to criticism. And I'm pretty, like in the lives, I'm really transparent, and you guys get to see like what's going on and so forth. And I talk to you all, as if though, I'm very, very free, in what I say. And I've always wanted, that I think that's really, I really don't know how to filter because I don't have a filter. Um, and I think I'm kind of, it's kind of like at the point where like how much do I share and how much do I not share? Because there's a lot of people that just, they've said horrible things about Leo. They've accused of us of horrible things. Um, and I don't really understand why people are taking the time to find out like where I adopted Leo from. Um, Follow me to the pages on Facebook. Um, I feel as if though I can't even change my underwear without it being like, a topic for discussion. Um, and it's very, I don't even, I mean, because I'm like so open, I mean, it's like almost, I mean, I don't even, I don't know if these people could understand that I am a human being. And the fact that you're taking your time to hunt down where we adopted Leo from, the organization I went through, and not because you're trying to actually do anything or save an animal. It's not why you're doing it. It's sick. It is sick. And instead of worrying about my life, that time that you're spending tracking me, use that hour to make a difference. Go read to the kids at the library. Go to, a skilled nursing facility. Help them out. Go do something. Because I can't even begin to understand. And I can't. I really can't. I mean, I had a hard time finding a place to adopt him from. So, how you found and you think that it's okay is mind blowing. I mean, I didn't. The only reason why I'm open about that I'm in Oklahoma is because you all doxed me. You already doxed me. You found my house. And you feel the greedy little need to use Leo. And then you're asking my mods, what business is it of yours about Leo? Yeah. It's, and this is why, and like, I want our lives to be fun. I want to be transparent. I want, I want us to have a good time. But I also think you guys should know that there's a reason why I am like just, I don't, you just sometimes you step back and you're just like, wow. Wow. And I feel like I can't do anything. I mean, I really don't understand. I mean, did you think I was lying about adopting Leo or rescuing him? I mean, I've been very clear that we rescued Ollie, we rescued Fancy, and now Leo. Are you trying to catch me in a lie? I mean, I mean, I don't understand it. And do not ask, you know, my mods about my personal life. I mean, and it is so sad that I couldn't. I mean, no. I mean, okay, if I did have time like you do, I certainly would not spend it tracking people's moves. I would, I would love to have more spare time. I would love to have more spare time to spend in my home doing the things that I really need, like that I need to do. I would love to have more spare time, to just to even read a book. I mean, I love to read, and I don't have time to read. I would love to have spare time, but I would never use it for nefarious reasons. And there are people that I do not like, and you know what? I have never Googled them. I have never tried to see where they live. I have never I've never tracked them. I don't like them, and that's it. I don't need to know what they're, I don't need to know personal details. Like, it's not, I don't care. And, yesterday I was like floored. I mean, I was like stunned, and just, like so many emotions were going, through my head. And I just was like, this really cannot. I mean, am I surprised? No. Oh, yeah, I am, because I just never thought that me sharing that vlog, which is and was and will always be a happy event that happened in our family with everybody, would turn into these people making something ugly out of it. And it puts me in a really weird position, because the more you open up your life, the more there's people out there that want to make it ugly. But yet it's not fair to all of the wonderful people that really have been with me and have, you guys are amazing and you're wonderful. And I'm just kind of like at a crossroad where I'm like, if they can, you know what I mean? I just, it puts me like in a really precarious position. That's what I'm trying to say. My dog smelled like a corn chip. So did Ollie. Sorry, you guys. I risk all five. Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you, Raquel. Um, Doggies are good. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Thank you, Roxanne. Um, let's see. Thank you. How did Leo do at the vet? He did great. Um, he did great. He did amazing, and he was actually pretty relaxed. He was actually pretty chill, you know. And yeah, he did amazing. Um, so and I mean, and I know like, I mean, a lot of like I said, I mean, a lot of you guys, I recognize my name, you know. Thank you, Rachel. I mean, and you know what? Honestly, like that's like really like, you know, people tell me, you know, like remember like the positive stuff, you know, and this is all like, I mean, I love reading this, you know, because um it reminds me of like, you know, like why I started doing this. And honestly, I mean, the reason why I started doing YouTube was because um you know, I was fighting PTSD and so forth, and YouTube gave me a reason to go out every day and get out of the house. And um, it was a motivation, you know, and YouTube was my distraction to get me out of my head and, you know, everything that I had gone through, um, and so forth. And, you know, the channel was small, and my husband was like, hey, you know, if that's what gets you out of bed and gets you going in the morning, then, you know, I fully support you and so forth. And, you know, and that's really, I mean, that's how the channel started, was it got me out of bed because, you know, PTSD stinks. And when you go through trauma, you can, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, you know, it's hard to get motivated. And having, you know, and doing the channel and enjoying it, it got me out of a dark, you know, it got me out of a dark place. And it, to this day, it is my motivating factor to get out of bed. You know, I mean, and I think that's why I don't let like all the crap stop me, because it does, it motivates me to get out of bed, and it motivates me to keep my mind, you know, on fun things and stuff that I enjoy, which is shopping and, you know, having fun and so forth. And now, like, I do enjoy vlogging, and I'm learning, you know, but it still is the motivating factor to get me out of bed. And because there's, trigger warning, there is some type of trauma. There is trauma that you experience that you're never, that you just, it's so deep that you're not going to, no, it's just, it's deep and it's going to be with you. And so the channel, it helps me too. Yeah, it's like we're all kind of just helping each other. And I don't really like to talk about, what happened to me because, I'm not here to be the perpetual victim and boo-hoo, whine, and cry. But you guys are helping me too. And please remember that. I mean, you really are. And I get out of bed every morning feeling like I have, I mean, not like I'm doing something big in life, but it motivates me to get out of bed and helps me not to think about, it helps. So I'm glad that we're able to come, like we're able to help each other, and that makes me feel good. And thank you guys for so much for all these past years that I've been on YouTube, for helping me and giving me a reason to get out of bed and, do Crystal's crazy cooking show, and, and you guys really have helped me through a lot of my own rough spots. Yeah, and, like I said, I mean, I really don't know, like, what I would have done if I didn't have the channel to motivate me to get out of bed and get up and, just function, really. Oh, thank you, and I'm just, I'm glad that, I mean, I just feel like, you guys share so much personal stuff about how you, how, in some small way, I've helped you get through stuff that, I don't know if I sometimes, I don't, I should say it more, how much you all have helped me in over, trying to forget, what happened and so forth. And I think it's great that you guys are, share this with me. And like I said, I don't really like to talk about it a lot, because, so Peachtree is good. Peachtree is good. Peachtree is still, she's still blooming. She's still popping out the peaches. So we're having a good time. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much, and you guys are all amazing and awesome. And thank you so much for spending like almost 2 hours with me, but I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna binge watch some Dexter, and then tomorrow's a new day, and we'll go have some fun tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. We're gonna bake Kayla a birthday cake. I'll do my best. And we'll bake Kayla a birthday cake, and we'll have some fun on Sunday with Crystal's crazy cooking show. And we'll be in the kitchen, and yeah. And we're gonna go back to being, I mean, it is positive over here, but I do want you guys to know, like, what goes on behind the scenes, because there's a reason sometimes why I'm just kind of like, yeah, like, I'm just kind of like, oh my god, I just want to pull my hair out, and so forth. So yeah, but we have not been in the kitchen, and we gotta get back to baking. So we're gonna bake Kayla a birthday cake. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day of shopping. It's August 2nd. Let's go have fun. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm gonna go watch some of the new Dexter, binge watch it with my husband and my doogies, and relax. And yeah, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. It was a fun JP and Ross haul. Ross's boss, best prices in town. Good night, everyone. Thank you so very much.